Any beer for that matter. As long as it's not Keystone or Natural Light, I'm okay. Let's do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. All right. Well, I am here with Andy Erskine of Loyalty Business Brokers of Gray, Houston. And this is one of the first video I'm doing to this channel. The whole idea behind this is to share stories about people who are either successful today or they're on their way there, but they have a hell of a lot of things that have happened to get to this point. And so many people quit before they get there. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, so many people quit there. So why don't you just give us just a brief, where are you today? Mm-hmm. To tell us about your company and where are you today?
Okay, so I am the owner and principal broker with Loyalty Business Brokers of the Greater Houston area. We are a franchisee of Loyalty Business Brokers, and we're the one of three franchisees currently. We have been in business since March 1st of 2020. Was the first day that I officially took a sabbatical from our other company to start this venture. And originally we were with First Choice Business Brokers, but we had an opportunity to go and create a new brand with the Loyalty Business Brokers last year, October, to be specific. And it's been a wild ride, to say the least.
So briefly, so what do you do? What's your core business is helping people buy and sell businesses?
So, right, our core business is helping business owners exit successfully. You know, you can relate it to real estate. We represent the seller and take them through the entire process of doing the valuation on the business, whether it's a certified valuation or just a broker's opinion of value. We market them to the market, find qualified buyers, vet those buyers, and get the buyer to make an offer. And it's like real estate, but a lot more difficult.
So where are you today? You said something about you guys had a record month. Tell me about that.
So we had our record month last month, which was, that's April? No, yeah. We're in April. Yeah. Okay, so it was March of 2022. That was our record month. We onboarded more sellers than we have in any other month in our entire history. And we had gone under contract with more transactions than we ever had in the past. So we're finally seeing, the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, before I was painting the wall white and looking, now I can actually see light at the end of the tunnel.
Nice.
So it's been a long road, but we're making it. And we have 2 team members that are salaried, and then we are onboarding another 2 brokers in our office.
Wow.
In the next month. So that's exciting. We're gonna expand. One of our brokers is gonna be in Colorado, and the other one is going to be in Illinois.
So the cool thing is, you're getting leads. You have people you have working for you. Mm-hmm. This is where you are now. Yeah. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back to when you first started. What was the first day that you first got in?
So the first day was super exciting. It was March 1st of 2020. And if anybody remembers 2020, we know what March 1st meant. There was something written on the wall 4 days later, okay?
That's right.
So I had gone through the training. I was gung-ho to, go follow this business model of door knocking on business owners' doors, sending out direct mail campaigns to businesses.
Yeah.
And on March 4th, we had the nationwide shutdown where we all had to stay at home. And so the entire business model that we were trained on from the previous organization no longer really worked. And
trained on, paid for, invested in.
Yes.
And now it's worthless.
Now it's worthless.
Okay, so go ahead.
So that was a huge learning experience, and I can't fault them for that. No. Nobody ever expected something like the pandemic ever to happen. And I'm still kind of figuring out where are we 2 years ago, because I still think it's 2020.
Yeah.
But, we had sent out 6,000 mailers on March 1st. They were supposed to hit the mailboxes, between March 5th and March 7th.
Yeah.
So that initial marketing campaign went nowhere.
Yeah. Absolutely
nowhere. So I sat around for a week. I think kind of like everybody else, like, what in the world am I going to do? And finally I said, we have to do something different. I was doing a lot of LinkedIn, but let's be honest, I hate LinkedIn.
Yep.
It was not successful, the LinkedIn outreach. Somebody had reached out to me on LinkedIn saying, hey, I have a marketing campaign for brokers, for business brokers. And I'm thinking, okay, I have no other choice. Nobody else has an idea on how we can do this. I've talked to 10 other franchisees in the system. Everybody is sitting here twiddling their thumbs.
How many weeks is this into your start?
So we would have been really 2 weeks into our start when I was reached out to by August, who owns Brokers IO.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was his first client. So I'd love to say that I'm a guinea pig. I will always try something once. Very cool. You know, that changed from when I was 16 to what that means now, but we'll leave that at that.
Got it.
You know, so we tested out. He wanted me to sign up for a $1,000 campaign. This was in 2020 when he was still trying to figure out what his pricing structure was. And I said, you know, $1,000 is a lot to test something that has no validity. I said, I'll pay you $500 for 2 weeks. You know, same price, but I just want to do it for 2 weeks and see if it turns out anything. And sure enough, within those first 2 weeks, we signed our first client ever in the business brokerage.
From an email campaign.
From an email marketing campaign. Wow. And till April 2022, I am still his client and I love their services.
See, that's awesome. So, because I would think email, because I get so much spam, I would think email's a lot between that and direct mail. So this is a great example that something that people probably figure would never work, like I would think that, is working for what you guys do.
Yeah. But we tried a lot of different marketing campaigns in conjunction with that email marketing.
Okay.
I mean, our first year we spent, if I just estimate, we spent $36,000 in marketing our first year.
Okay, so clearly, that's a great example. Clearly, you know that marketing has to be part of your success.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And I would say where we met, Network in Action, networking is it's critical to you being successful. If people don't know you, I mean, nowadays, you know, there's so many people that do what you do. There's so many people that do what I do. Or if you're a real estate agent, you're going to Google somebody, and basically, when I Google somebody, I'm going to pick one of the first three, and you know, you have to have 5+ stars, and you need to have 36 or 100, 5-star reviews before somebody. And you even look at restaurants like that.
Yep.
And so, that's something that we have been very bad at, is our Google marketing and stuff. But this is a person business, and we're now about 50% of my actual clients, like people that sign up with us, are referrals.
Really?
We're just going, we just hit the 2-year mark. But now, just after 2 years, a majority of our clients, or a good percentage of them, are people that have referred someone to us.
And there's a huge difference between a referral that calls you, contacts you, than from even a guy who he's hot, he's ready to go, but a referral, that's a much stronger lead.
A referral is the best lead. Straight white male, 33 years old. What do you think I sell the most of when it comes to businesses?
I don't know. I mean, what?
Women's boutique retailers.
Is that real?
Seriously.
Holy cow.
50% of our deals are women's retailing.
Wow. Why would you say that is?
Well, it's because of the positive relationships and the positive results I have produced for that organization. And word gets around
to other women.
To the other women that, it's a very close-knit community. They always go to the same events every year. They always do, And so they ask, well, how did you do it? Well, I used Andy. Okay, great. I've in this one organization that has about 100 units, I sold their worst performing store in the system, and I sold the best performing store in the system.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Very
I know
cool.
a lot about women's retail now, more than I would like to admit, I guess.
All right, so we're going to go to the second part of this, and we're going to talk about, this is going to be the human stuff. This is going to be the shit that you've been through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this for a second.